So one of the big things that's always bothered me about these style Jeeps is that from the factory, this light right here is only a turn signal. It never lights up. This one just has a bad bulb, which I'll change when I show you how to take this all apart. But it never lights up, except for the turn signal, which makes no sense to me at all. Because, I thought the objective here with lights in the front was to make yourself visible to other drivers. So why not light up, that marker as well? So what I'm going to do is take out that single one, and I saved these from a van that I junked. It's from a 97 Dodge Ram panel van. They're probably all the same, but it takes the double filament bulb, so you can have a parking light and a turn signal. So I'll show you how to get from that to that. Now, it's just my opinion, but I think that looks a lot better than that does. You tell me. Now, I still have the turn signal. That all works over there. Here, I'll just throw the 4-ways on. I still have the turn signal on that side, and that's all this side did from the factory. All it had was the turn signal. So let me get this tore apart and I'll show you how to set it up. Alright, so there you go. Got it all out. And it's pretty simple to do. This bulb goes in to this corner light here, and you have one screw at the top that's down in this corner, and then there's one it goes straight in there, right through the bottom, and it's a really tight fit for the Torx driver, but it goes in between the top of this one and the bottom of that one. So now I got all the wires exposed. And the first thing that you do is come right in here. Get your cutters on there and just snip it. No going back now. So you're going to use the original wiring. It's going to go to this socket, but this has 3 wires and that only has 2. So the third wire, you got to figure out which one's which. You want the turn signal wires hooked to them wires that you just cut, and the running light will go and will tap right into this running light over here. And that's easy enough to do. I just use these little blade connectors. You just slip it over the wire, put in your wire next to it, and you squeeze this with a pair of pliers, and it pushes that blade in and makes a connection between both of them. And this little piece right here closes and caps it off. The other two, when I connect them, I use these connectors right here. You slip the wire in and crimp them shut, and that makes the connection on them. So I'm going to wire this up, and I'll show you it works. We'll put it back together and see how it all looks. Alright, so there you go. That's all wired up. You can see it's doing both. It works just like that one over there does now. Now for this one, it was easy. The black stayed black. The brown and blue went to the brown on the new / used socket. And the black with the yellow stripe, it came over here and went to the blue wire. I mean, the wiring might be different for each one. All you got to do is figure out which one's the ground, what's the ground, what's the low wire, and what's the high wire. you know, for the low brightness bulb and the high brightness bulb. You figure them out, and it's not hard to figure out the rest, you know. Like I said, on the Jeep at least, the turn signal bulbs, just tap right back into them. Those go to the brightest part of the bulb, and the running light you hook to the little running light over here. Or, I mean, I guess you could hook it to that one too if you wanted. But I hooked both of them straight to the lower ones that go into this whole fitting. They go over here on the corner. But I mean, there's nothing to it. They slip right back in and twist and lock in place just like the factory ones did. And when it's all said and done, you get it just like that. So then you end up with a parking light in the front. So I'll throw this back together, show you what it looks like. Well, there you go, all back together. And I think that looks a lot better. Now, I forgot to mention, I mean, it's personal preference if you want to do this or not, but since I had it all apart, I went ahead and put brand new bulbs in all the sockets. Now I just got to get a buffer. These headlights need buffed bad. Let's make sure the turn signals work. This should be the left. What does that flash fast? Wonder why that one flashes so fast. This one don't. But anyway, left, right turn signal. I'm sure the four-ways still work. Make sure. Yep, they all work. All right, so I am done. Move on to something else now. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later.